Well, hey there, this is a bit of a new feature. We're calling it 60-second sermon summaries, where we're going to try and take last week's message and wrap it up in about 60 seconds. I think we can do it. I'm guessing it's going to take some practice, but let's start that timer. This past week, we were back in the Gospel of John. We looked at John chapter 7 and Jesus coming into the festival of booths or tabernacles or shelters in Jerusalem. Now, John 7 has 20 different questions in it from Jesus, from the religious leaders, from the crowds, and we sort of pared those down and looked at 6 of the questions, and here they are. The first one was, where is Jesus? The people were expecting him to be there, and we answered, well, Jesus is coming on his own time under his own terms. He can't be convinced or have his arm twisted to get where we would like him to be. The second is, how does Jesus know so much? The Jewish leaders recognized his teaching was something special, but realized none of them had taught him these things. The third question was, who wants to kill Jesus? This is coming more and more common in John's gospel. It started back in chapter 5, but now we're hearing the religious leaders trying to capture Jesus and kill him for his supposed sins. The next is, who is Jesus? In about the middle of the chapter, we're wondering, where did he come from? Don't we know him? Fifth, will you come to Jesus? This is the invitation of the whole book to come and see it. And Jesus is inviting us into something. And finally, the most important question that any of us needs to answer in all of our lives, do you believe in Jesus? And we said, listen, the religious leaders, they'd made up their mind. They decided they were not going to believe Jesus, and no amount of evidence would convince them otherwise. Yet the temple police that went to grab him, went to arrest him, heard him speak and thought, wait a minute, there's something about this guy. There's something different. And they were turning towards belief. So there you have it. 6 questions from John chapter 7, the first edition of 60-second sermon summaries. Let's see how we did. We'll see you this week for our next sermon, starting in John chapter 8, Sunday, 10:30, live.trinitycanmore.com. See you then.